Something real quick. 18% homeless rate has gone up, or the percentages of homelessness have gone up. 18%. We know it's more than that, but I want you to just listen to listen to a little something real quick. This is a little ghetto the way I've done this, but hey, it'll work.
Sarah Rankin says the visuals don't paint a full picture.
But the bulk of the iceberg is not visible to folks.
The Seattle U professor is the founder and director of the Homeless Rights Advocacy Project.
We know that the single most reliable predictor of homelessness is the cost of housing, and we've been suffering from a major housing affordability crisis in Washington and throughout the country. So the spigot is constantly turning up.
The HUD annual assessment now estimates there are more than 771,000 homeless people in America on a given night, up 18% in a year. And Washington has a higher percentage than most states. According to HUD, that's because there's been a 35% increase in Washington state.
Let me get to the part that's just like,
Rankin suggests for an issue, of course, too, noting the numbers involving veterans and youth, but says there will be no quick fix for an issue now more than a decade in the making. Of course, we have heard many voices in King County in particular that believe that this is a fentanyl and addiction crisis that has complicated homelessness across not only this county,
let's just
but
stop right there.
Let's
just stop it right there. America, y'all will make any excuse to not be helpful, to not lend a hand, to not understand if a lot of these people aren't on drugs. They wasn't born that way. And why should you care? Because you don't own a Walmart. Which means in a minute you're about to be homeless. Create good karma. I think one of my other videos, that's what I was talking about. Create good karma. You see the homeless person standing there, if they're not with a bottle in their hand and a needle in their arm, give. Unless they're out of their minds. And when they're asking for money like that, a lot of them are not. They might be hungry. Or they might just be trying to get some money for some opioids that their bodies are now addicted to. It's not even about a high, because they have all types of stories. How many of them out there have been in car accidents or something happened where they fell at work, they got some type of injury, and now they're hooked on, they couldn't go back to work. Their doctor gave them these pain pills, and now their bodies are hooked on it. Changed their whole life completely. They had no idea that now they're going to end up losing their job and everything. You Americans are not willing to hear the story of anybody, so they just want a label. And you know why? Because they don't want their comfort to go away. That's what that's all about. They don't want anything to happen to their little lives. Well, a lot of you lives are about to be turned upside down. You need to be more helpful. You need to create good karma, because you are going to need it. You're going to need some help. You're going to need someone to give you a clean glass of water. You don't create good karma. Stop calling yourself a Christian or a Muslim and you are passing up people who are in need. You act dirty towards them. I see it. It's horrible. You want to know why they're on drugs? It's because at one time they was in a house like you, and then over 10 years, things happen, some stuff happened in this economy in the United States. It ain't just this year, this goes all the way back ever since we've been off the gold standard. Y'all better wake up. This is what it creates. Poverty, usury, desperation, lawlessness, because people gotta put food on the plate. The United States was born on this. Oh, that's just the way how life is. No, it's not the way how life is. This is why God has always had rules and regulations and told you how human beings need to act, how to be. And when you don't follow that, you get nothing but chaos and a bunch of selfish people. Stop being selfish. Be helpful towards your fellow man. Believe me, you're going to need it. You're going to wish that you were a little bit more helpful. Be helpful. Don't have a heart like that. That's a dirty heart. And all y'all do is just make excuses. That's all that is. Well, I don't want to enable him. How you going to enable somebody with $5? He's going to go and take that $5 and go and get some drugs. Well, do you know if your body, those opioids, if your body doesn't have them, you can die? So is that what you want? It's not even to the point to where they're getting high anymore or trying to enjoy. Not only that, the psychological of being homeless now, they have to deal with that. And trying to climb up the ladder. Get a job. They need a place to stay, you idiots. Y'all are stupid when y'all say that. Get a job. There's a process. He has to go and okay, he's still hungry, right? Been hungry all day. He has to go walk, go apply. They don't have applications anymore. So you have to go online. You're stinking. You're all sweaty. Where are you going to get a library card from to go online to get in? All of them don't have these smartphones. So you can stop it with that. Y'all don't think. Y'all just say stuff because you're comfortable. Because it's not happening to you. That's going to change. And a time is going to come when you're going to sit, you're going to think about your behavior and how you used to act. It's going to hit y'all personally, individually. The very thing he said, a lot of them are on opioids, they're all on fentanyl, it's not our fault, blah, 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 blah. Horrible, horrible people, horrible. You're almost no different than the government. You follow that. You believe in that. No, we don't. We hate our government right now. No, you only hate your government to a certain extent. The minute you got food and you're all good, you love them again. Even though they're evil and dirty. As long as you're okay. And that's the atmosphere of America. It's evil. It's horrible. And some things are going to change. Whether people like it or not. Things are going to change and a lot of people are going to be homeless themselves. Stop being selfish. You want to have a better mindset? Be helpful to others. All these other people out here are going to say, you want to have a better mindset? Buy this book and invest in this and do this and blah, blah, blah. No. Be helpful to your fellow man. To your fellow woman. Be helpful. Be helpful. Give. Even if you just have $1, break half of it, give. Don't let people starve and go hungry and be looking up at you while you in your nice ride having a good old time and you letting another human being That's a human being. That's a human being like you. I don't give a damn about them. They made their own. Oh, okay, all right. So that's when these CEOs and all that, they're gonna say the same. What goes around comes around. They're gonna say the same thing to you when you get fired. When you on the phone, say, listen, give me a chance. Listen. I'll pay this bill. Let me do that. They're gonna say, no, sir, no. The same thing how you feel about the homeless. That's what's gonna happen to you as you losing things. The people you want to care ain't gonna care. They'll say, oh, well, you should have thought about that. Sorry, we have a business to run. So, people, stop being selfish. Get that out of your hearts. And then calling yourself Christian, that's no, absolutely not.